what's up, y'all? It's Lil coming back again. Let's get into it. So recently, I don't know if you heard, but Liam Neeson recently just said that Star Wars basically kind of sucks now, and that it lost the mystery that it once had years ago in its prime. And I have to agree with him. Yes, Star Wars has gone down a toilet. It's shit now, and it's not really too good. And I don't really see it getting better with the current management and the current people who are handling the franchise. Star Wars has always been that cool franchise that if you want to see the top of the state of the arts of graphics and the state of the arts of CGI and effects, that was Star Wars. Star Wars always pushed the boundaries of what was possible when it came to making movies. And it seems as if that's not what Star Wars is anymore. I mean, not saying that that's what it was by itself. It also had amazing storytelling. I don't care what anyone say, but the prequels are always, to me, going to be the best movies, period. Star Wars has just gone down, man. It's like Star Wars had politics in it, but it didn't have politics in it. What I mean by it is it had politics, but it had classical politics, like basically Palpatine is kind of like Hitler and the Jedi in a way. You could say they were kind of like Jewish people during the Holocaust and how they were being taken out. And he put politics in Star Wars, but it wasn't really the main focus of it. Nowadays, everyone wants to put their own politics, but Rey being the chosen one, or we need a woman to lead, and that kind of took Star Wars. It took Star Wars in a bad direction where it didn't need to go. Star Wars should have they should have just adapted Legends, because Legends has already been made up. It's already been put together. It's already in a good spot. The story is basically, when you really get down to it, Legends is kind of already done. They've been told a lot of good stories within Legends, so you might as well just adapted that. And even I will give Dave Filoni some credit. He is trying to adapt Legends with Luke coming back and the Palpatine clones. That was from Legends. They didn't do it right and they didn't do it well, but that was from Legends. And even Han and Leia having a child, that's from Legends, but they didn't do that right. So I'll say Disney's best bet at this point is to just I would scrap. Or you know what? This is the most Star Wars thing that they can do, and true fans of it will respect it. Casuals will be confused at first, but once it's going, it's going. Okay, what I would do is I would make the whole sequel trilogy a Force vision of what could be, and then I would go straight into Legends. I would go straight into Star Wars Legends and just carry out that storyline. Or if you don't even need to do that, if you don't want to do that, go into the Old Republic. The Old Republic has tons of stories. You could tell about Darth Bane and how he made the Rule of Two. You could tell the story of Revan and the Mandalorian Wars and how the Jedi basically hold the Mandalorians thousands of years ago, and how the Mandalorians, why they are the way they are now, because the Mandalorians they actually had an army that was respectable, that almost took over the galaxy, honestly. And you can actually explore what happened with that, or you can explore the early life of Palpatine when Palpatine was an apprentice, because Palpatine was doing a lot of scheming stuff back then. Or you could do What If. You can get George back and have him do Star Wars What If. What if Anakin was never found? What if Qui-Gon Jinn didn't die? Kind of like with Star Wars theory. You could do those, and that would bring in people. I mean, you already kind of dipped your toes into the What If scene with Marvel What If, so you might as well do Star Wars What If. A lot of people would love to watch that. What if Anakin won on Mustafar? How would the galaxy change? You can make movies off of that. It's a lot of things you can do with Star Wars, and I don't think that you fully tapped into the potential of that. And again, with your theme parks, no one likes the sequel trilogy, so just go back to the Clone Wars. Like I see what you're kind of doing. You're kind of pushing back to the Clone Wars with the cartoons, and that's good and all, but the movies still suck. It's been a couple years. Where's the next trilogy at? Who knows? You need to go to the Old Republic or retcon the sequel trilogy. That's it. That's the only thing I can see happening. And you need to make Star Wars what it was once again. Star Wars was a dark and dirty universe. I remember when I first watched Star Wars, the only clean places in that whole series that I remember watching as a kid was like Kamino and maybe like the Jedi Temple, but Jedi Temple was more like a monastery, honestly. But when you get into those streets, it kind of got very dark and adultish. It wasn't a kids movie. Max, I'm not cutting this out. Max, go. Don't you bark again while I'm recording. So again, Star Wars was more like it was very dark. They didn't have any problems showing slavery. They didn't have any problems showing someone getting their head cut off or their hands cut off. They didn't have any problems showing that. So you shouldn't have problems showing it now. A lightsaber, when someone gets hit with a lightsaber, something should be coming off. Simple. Something needs to come off. Hand, arm, head, torso, something needs to leave. You need to be more gory with Star Wars. More dark with Star Wars to get those old fans back. Them OG fans, they done dipped out on y'all, man. They gone somewhere else. And I don't see them, honestly, I don't see them coming back unless you probably, just do the Old Republic. That's the only bastion that hasn't been touched. And even you can't really do that to a certain extent. Because the story of Revan, you need to do that. That's the only thing I think you can do. Bring back the love that fans once had for Star Wars. Leave the Clone Wars where it's at. Stop effing with that. Because the Clone Wars story has been told, honestly. Yeah, you could probably tell some more stuff there, but I don't trust y'all doing that. Just go to the Old Republic where it's fresh. No one's adapted that in the live stream or to live action yet. So do that, y'all. That's my only advice if you even listen to this, which I doubt you will or anyone will. So Star Wars is fucked. Simple. So thanks for listening. I appreciate y'all. I'm at 155 subscribers and trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of March. So help me out. Please subscribe. I appreciate it. Peace.
You look lonely.